Alright then, let's get this PuyoGB League Round 21 match underway. It's going to be Turtle versus Fyzzl. Gameplay footage via Steam stream, courtesy of Turtle. I'm the adjudicator Blue Hair K, and I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a slobber knocker. And from slobber knocker to an all Tetris affair. Good music from the jukebox to start off with. Albatross opening from Turtle. That's a really nice line of garbage line. And I have a feeling... Oh! T-spin double. That one's done in a flash. Fyzzl instead going for the infinite setup there after the initial DT cannon. I thought we were going to go into the Tetris. But not to matter. It doesn't matter, rather I should say. Again, the Albatross opening. Completely stumps the 10-minute perfect clear from Fyzzl. Tetris from Fyzzl into the back-to-back T-spin double from Turtle. Ooh, excuse me. Back-to-back Tetris batted away with T-spin double. Oh, that overhang's a bit flaky. Manages to get it. Back-to-back Tetris, batted away with a back-to-back T-spin double. Now then, Turtle looking for a T-piece. Might need to start a dig. Starts a dig. Oh, gets through some garbage now. Tetris to Tetris. Oh, that was a horrible misdrop from Turtle. It's not too bad now, the recovery. T-spin double now. Oh! And another T-spin double. That should bring it back to parity. It does. All action Tetris, all here in the PuyoGB League. Quite funny to say that, really, isn't it? But it's 1-1. Both Turtle and Fyzzl on the board. Bit of the old Puyo Tet mix going on, or fusion mode. Very interesting way of doing the DT cannon with Turtle. Whereas, oh wow, centre forward, left facing. This is going to be quite painful. And again, that line's very good. Now the counter dig from Turtle. Oh, horrible misdrop from Fyzzl. Oh, T-piece now needed to put this game away, and that's going to be the end of Fyzzl. And Turtle moves into the lead. Early exchange is done. Oh, nice remix. Nice stuff. T-spin double. Batted away with a back-to-back T-spin double. Oh, it's good from Fyzzl. He's now through to his garbage line. Both looking for T-spin doubles. Oh, that was weird from Turtle. I don't think he was meaning to do that. Dig now begins, but it's got the line now for a T-spin double. Actually, this is good from Turtle, digging away. Keeps the pressure on. Gets the overhang as well. Oh, it's a top out from Fyzzl. Almost not really paying attention to what was happening. Too much action, but Turtle now goes 3-1 up. Okay, in we go now. Very nice DT cannon. There we go, that's nicely resolved. 10-minute perfect clear from Fyzzl. The DT cannon bats away and just sends one line over. Mind you, having said that, what is Fyzzl doing? Trying to go for the side 4 wide, scouted perfectly by Turtle, and Turtle now has the bonus point advantage. Going 4-1 up. He's 1-4 on the bounce actually as Turtle. Oh, good music now. Looking. Oh, do I see an Imperial Cross? Maybe not. No, no Imperial Cross from Fyzzl. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, T-spin double back to back. Great from Turtle. That pressure is well and truly on. Oh, T-spin double now from Fyzzl. Now the reversal. Now the reversal. Both players are up quite high. Who dares wins, right? Triple line clear from Turtle. Another triple line clear. Single line clear. Now the dig begins. Oh, T-spin double from Turtle. This is sweaty palms time. Forget that. Fyzzl has been castled and Turtle takes a 4-point advantage now. We're coming to the end of the 6th minute in this league match. It's nice to hear some Puyo Chronicle music as well. Oh. No, wrong way facing for the 10-minute perfect clear. Oh, and a miss drop from Turtle. Oh, and now Turtle is in all sorts of trouble. Mind you, having said that, this is good. Good consolidatory play, I should say, by Turtle up until that point. The Ross has stopped, maybe, as Fyzzl brings one back. It's now 5-2 to Turtle. Both going for mirrored. Mirrored DT cannons. There's a side 4 wide. Back to back T-spin mini. Now it starts. Only a 4 combo. That's a Tetris now from Turtle. Oh, that might be. Oh, it's alright. It's just about held in there. This is good stuff actually from Turtle and Fyzzl. Gets the overhang for a T-spin single. Nicely played. Oh, good counterplay. Blow after blow. It's a bit sweaty palms time up top. Nice T-spin overhang from Turtle. This has decided the game. The late surge from Turtle keeps his head above the water. He's now front running again by 4 as he goes 6-2 up. Oh, the Albatross opening. Followed by a back-to-back T-spin double. And Fyzzl, oh, that missed drop is now on the back foot. What can he do? Can he get another T-piece in time? I don't think he's going to get there. Minnows aren't kind here. He's just waiting to be taken out. And Turtle duly obliges. 7-2 to Turtle. Hey, some brilliant music now. This time from the Puyo 7 soundtrack. That's good stuff from Fyzzl. Although Fyzzl's made half a mistake, we may have a disconnect. It's finally given up the ghost. Alright then, so the connection's back. Connection's back. We're going to restart the timer now. So, technical difficulties. Oh, immediate Albatross into a back-to-back T-spin double. Now then, Fyzzl on the back foot. Gonna go for his centre 4 wide. Oh, this is good stuff. This is really good stuff. Needs to do some digging now, does Turtle. Oh, that misdrop was a horrible one from from Fyzzl. I think that one's going to be done. It is. And Turtle surges ahead even more. Now into the dying moments of this league match. And it really is a case of... Oh, interesting. Beautiful 10 minnow perfect clear. Can he finish it off? Oh, you bet he can. Another 10 minnow perfect clear. I'm so glad we got that one saved. But that's going to be... They're going to do one more. We'll allow them to do the one more. I'll just let them know that this is the last game over Discord. Oh, and the thwart. The thwart in the 10 minute perfect clear. Oh, back-to-back T-spin double. Now then, Turtle, what do you got? Can you close this game out? Oh, nice. Oh, good stuff also from Turtle. The momentum's now with him. Okay, Turtle digging back down into something that's a bit more usable. It's a good play from Turtle. Going now for the T-spin double. That's a good read from Turtle. We saw the back-to-back Tetris. Oh! T-spin nothing from Fyzzl. Gets the T-spin double. That's going to bring this game to a close, and it's done. Despite the technical hiccup, we have a final score for this league match. It's Turtle 8, Fyzzl 4. What a Tetris game that was. Alright, here we go. It's Fyzzl versus Gecko in the next PuyoGB League round match. Here for round 21. Blue Hair K again on commentary. This should be a pretty good contest, I think. This time the Steam stream footage is being provided courtesy of Fyzzl. And away we go. Let's get that timer up and running. Tell you something right now, it's a 10 minnow perfect clear. Gecko building flat. Ooh, a 20 minnow perfect clear. Wow. I'll tell you something right now, Gecko is in a huge heap of trouble. He didn't want to put that there. Call off guard, and Fyzzl goes 1-0 up. I should point out, as per the previous game, when you're receiving a Steam stream, I have no control over the music. Oh wow. Okay, not a 10 minute perfect clear this time from Fyzzl. Gecko doing GTR this time, just ensuring that... okay, power single. Tetris from Fyzzl into the back-to-back T-spin double. Good blocks, actually. Oh, wow. Back-to-back D-Tet. Carrying on that bonus. And Gecko is in all sorts of trouble. So as I was saying, just power single. And again, gets D-Tet in. Is he going to get... Yes, he's just about got the purples as his counter-attack comes off. Alright, what now for Turtle? That's a beautiful 7 chain, but he still retains the back-to-back. Now then. Still has the overhang. So customization when watching other people's Steam stream, as the counter-attack is now complete from Gecko as he levels things up at 1-0. Good counter-attack that actually. Both are on the board now. Early exchanges over and done with. So yeah, customization when watching Steam stream. If there's any modded music, modded graphics, etc., you're watching it all from that person. I have no control over that. Simple as that, really. I do like this Minnow preset. Very No Pomino-esque. So first attack now into a T-spin double. Mind you, the natural extension with yellows can work very well for Gecko. Again, the reds aren't going to worry him all that much. Is he going to... Okay, he goes that way instead. So the chain is off. Nice fall away power chain for the 8s. And the Tetris is complete. Still a lot of garbage left to get through. Turned out to be insurmountable, and Gecko takes the lead now. 2-1 now to Gecko, front running. And away we go. And we can see now that Fyzzl's going for the 4 wide. And it's left facing. A 4 chain from... Yes, it's a 4 chain from... Oh dear. Oh dear. The 4 chain, the 3 chain now. I don't think it's going to do anything. Wow. 15 men. Wow. That is castled. Completely done in. And it's 2-2 now. Fyzzl levelling that up beautifully. I think that's the biggest combo we've had throughout the whole of this league so far. We've had a couple of 13 chains. We've now had a 15 combo. Oh, back to back. DT cannon launched immediately. Gecko must be thinking, oh, what have I got to do here? Seriously under the pump. Now the side 4 wide comes into play. Here comes the counter chain from... It's only a 4 chain counter. Oh, this is really dangerous. This is seriously dangerous. It's another 15. It's back-to-back 15s. It's 4 oranges worth of garbage. It is relentless from Fyzzl. And at the moment, it must be said, Gecko doesn't seem to have an answer. And Fyzzl now goes 3-2 up. Back-to-back 15s. Oh, for his next trick, it's going to be the 10 minnow perfect clear. He's not going to get on this occasion. Whereas Gecko's now going GTR. Using yellows as cushions. This is interesting. An interesting build. I don't think Gecko was meaning to do that as such. Is he going to hook? Is he going to bait the hook? Oh, that's a nice T-spin overhang from Fyzzl. Beautiful power 2 chain. Battered away for back-to-back Tetris. Oh. 13 garbage on the backswing. You hear the crashing wave sound effect and you're thinking, this is going to be painful. Into the T-spin double now is Fyzzl. Now then, Gecko needs to do some double downing here. Okay, back to back normal T-spin double for back to back. That's a beautiful 5 chain. That's a fantastic 5 chain. Oh, if that was a line piece, that was perfect for some Tetris action. Having said that, line piece is there for the Tetris. Bit of a misdrop. Lovely 3 chain on the return from Gecko. And Fyzzl is finally on the back foot. Only a 2 chain from Gecko. T-spin single. But not the rotation that Fyzzl needed. And Gecko claws it back and it's 3 apiece. 6 games played. Here we go now into the 7th game. looking for the centre facing 10 minnow perfect clear. Couldn't get it. Mind you, this is really good from Gecko. Oh, Gecko's going to cut his own chain off there. Unless he conjugates with greens, which he does. This is a nice chain from Gecko. This should bring him in the lead. That's a lovely 8 chain. Yeah, it's gone. Gecko now leads 4 games to 3. Nicely built from Gecko there. Okay, into the 9th game. I cannot count. Into the 8th game. What from Fyzzl now? Again, going left facing, centre 4 wide. What's the difference between left facing and right facing? It's all based on that Z piece notch or S piece notch, depending on what way you're building to begin with. Pretty janky minnows, it must be said, for it's converted from left facing to right facing, whereas the chain is now being set off by this is great stuff. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. When you start stacking high with the centre 4 wide, you need to make sure, or any kind of like 4 wide, 3 wide rush attack, you need to make sure that you're the first one to let loose and that your opponent doesn't realise that you're about to let loose, so that you can get all that power working to your advantage. But we're now in the dying moments of this game and Gecko's going to take the victory, I think. Unless somehow this game finishes in about 5 seconds, which I doubt it will. Yeah, they're not very good minnows for the rush. Now it's working okay. Question is Fyzzl going to carry on? Oh, it's a beautiful chain. Finally, Gecko has got a read on Fyzzl, and time is up. And after being hit for 2 15 combos on the bounce, Gecko's actually taken the game, and he's taken it with the bonus points. So the final score, a Lazarus effect really. Fyzzl 3, Gecko 6. Great game. Alright then guys, let's rock and roll. It's going to be Strange Clue 17 versus Anticitizen for this PuyoGB League match on the PC version of Puyo Puyo Tetris. It's going to be an all Puyo affair. Let's get the scores up, ready to rock and roll. And let's hope for better music. All clear opportunity if people want it. Double all clear. Anticitizen going for the jugular. And Strange Clue 17 sending that back. So early exchange is over and done with. See what happens next. Interesting cascade for Anticitizen. Going for the power 2 chain. Poke successful, although Strange Clue can certainly bat out of this. Does so nicely with a beautiful 6 chain. And the early exchange is over and done with as Strange Clue 17 takes the first game. Gets a cheeky 2 chain in there as well. Why not? And he goes 1-0 up. Nicely done. Alright, that's much better from the playlist. Final pair Puyo Death Match from 20th anniversary. Alright, 3-1 stairs from Strange Clue 17. Anticitizen looking for GTR. Tell you what, he's looking good. He's looking good, it's Anticitizen, as long as he doesn't, that won't impact him too much. He can continue building on. That's better. He needs to be careful. Okay, Strange Clue 17 has a chain coming off. Oh, he's gambling. That's a beautiful 10 chain. It's a fantastic 10 chain. I'll tell you what. Power 6 into a 7 from Anticitizen, and not this time. The 4 chain is completely unnecessary, Strange Klug. You're just eating time up. But in any case, he's 2-0 up. Now we've gone back to the character select music. GTR from Anticitizen. Is he going to go for the... No, he's not going to go for the bait. Strange Klug 17 building very nicely actually with his stairs configuration. Oh, now then, can Anticitizen fix himself, because Strange Klug has got the trigger. Oh, okay. 7 chain from... Oh, I have a feeling there's a confliction here. It's a 4 chain conflict. That's a shame with those yellows clipping. Anticitizen might have been able to have batted away that garbage and that attack from Strange Klug 17. But with the yellow confliction, that just sealed the end for him in that game. Strange Klug is now 3-0 up. A moment's hesitation from Anticitizen as he's plotting his next line. Interesting cushion, I must admit, whereas obviously we know what to expect from Strange Klug 17. Pretty much going to be stairs and not much else. Okay, 3 chain. It's a 3 chain. Nice block from Anticitizen. Can he initiate a kill switch? Because at this moment in time, Strange Klug can continue building on his merry way. I think it was a little too late to that. It's a good 7 chain, but power 7 into an 8 from Strange Klug 17. Just got to his resources, got the colours he needs to set off his chain, and goes 4-0 up. As we're coming near to the end of the first half of this PuyoGB League match. Three pairs of the same colour. Well, 3 pairs of different colours, I should say. Alright, Anticitizen being a bit savvy. He needs to not block himself, which he has been able not to do. There's a lot of resources. Okay, Strange Klug sets his chain off now. It's only a... Oh, it's a 7. I have a feeling, though, Anticitizen's got more than enough here. This looks to be an 8. Yep, the chain's going back. Second wave chain set off by Strange Klug. Not going to be enough. And the icing on the cake for Anticitizen as he finally breaks his duck in the... coming towards the end of the 6th minute. Pretty much the beginning of the second half of this game, I should say. 4-1 now to score. Strange Klug still has the bonus point advantage. Three-1 stairs from Strange Klug 17. Looking to continue building upwards. He's got his trigger point for greens. If of course they arrive. It's not a bad block. Okay, 2 chain bait. That has caught Strange Klug 17 off guard. Now what next? Oh, lucky with those double reds. But having said that... Oh, it's a nice power 7. 80 for 128. Exactly the same as 40 times 256. But Strange Clue 17 has got through to his chain, only to have it cut. It cuts with 66 garbage still left to go. So Anticitizen may count himself to be a little bit fortuitous, but hashtag we take those. Strange Clue 17 loses the bonus point advantage as Anticitizen takes 2. Oh, 4-2 now to Strange Clue. Okay, both players looking to somehow fix their stacks. I would say that Strange Clue 17 has pretty much fixed what he needs to do, and he's got the right colour combination as well, despite a colour confliction. Power 3, that's going to be enough. So he's back to the bonus point advantage now, 5-2 to Strange Clue. Again, Strange Clue building his stairs line up, whereas Anticitizen's trying something a little different. That block won't harm them too much. Okay, Strange Clue now starting to build onto the second floor. Oh, I see what Anticitizen's trying to do. He's got a couple of conflictions though. Off comes Strange Clue's chain. It's an 8. Only a free chain there in return from Anticitizen. Another 2 chain from Strange Clue, though not really necessary. He goes 6-2 ahead, so he's pretty much banked that bonus point no matter what. And this is going to be the final game in this league match. That's much nicer Puyos for a GTR, I must say. Oh, interesting from Anticitizen. Is he going to use those blues as a cushion? By the looks of things, the answer to that is yes. Now, yellows would be good. He's not going for the yellows. Maybe he's looking to build a bit higher. He now needs yellows, which he's got. Massive Swampy 7 chain. From, I mean, not to be undone by Anticitizen with that Swampy 6 chain, but that massive 7th chain hit from Strange Clue 17 pretty much sealed that game. And this match is over and done with the final score. Anticitizen 2, Strange Clue 17, 7. Good contest. Alrighty then, it's time to play another Round 21 League match. This time, RoryTheFiend versus Anticitizen. Should be an interesting match, I'd say. Let's get the old scores up and running. And let us begin. Timer is active. Oh, you can see Rory searching for that all clear, if he could get it or not. Lovely conjugation now from Rory. GTR from Anticitizen. Free chain poke. Nice successful poke, and now the closeout from... Oh, that's a funky 4 chain. The closeout successful from RoryTheFiend. And he goes 1-0 up. Into the second game now. Oh, good music. This reminds me of all the times that I've watched a certain superb Tetris player, one of the absolute best in the business, uses this music an awful lot. Oh, look at the swamp coming up here. Look at the swamp. Start dredging it, folks. That is massive. That's a huge swamp. Rory literally toying there. Toying with Anticitizen. And in a flash, as quick as you like, goes 2-0 up. Now we've got a little bit the old sticker. Again, you can see this. I almost thought for a moment that Rusty was going to go... Sorry, RoryTheFiend, also known as Rusty, was going to go for 2-2. But the 4-chain poke met with a 5-chain counter. Now then, Anticitizen, can you close the game out? Well, you certainly can. Rory couldn't hoik the Puyo over there, and Anticitizen very quickly breaks the duck. 2-1 now. Oh, we're into Big Bang, although we're not actually playing Big Bang. Interesting way to build from Anticitizen. My guess is he's going to need to use the reds at some point. Later on, he's just building his tail now. Whereas Rory has got a chain ready. Is he going to continue building? Nope, he's going to set it off right now. Wow. Swamp 8 into a 9. That is a huge chain. Caught on the frame as well was Anticitizen. It could have been a little bit of tennis going on, but it was complete neutralisation of the chains from Rory. And he now goes 3-1 up. So much nicer RNG for stairs. Mind you, having said that, it's not necessarily a bad one for GTR either. Especially if Anticitizen can get a break in. Oh, he extends with blues and does so successfully. Now then, Rory, what do you got? He's got a nice setup actually. It's a beautiful 8-chain from Anticitizen. That is a fantastic 8-chain. A nice amount of power. And he has done for RoryTheFiend on this occasion. And he pulls another one back, and now the score is 3-2. Rory only having a 1-game advantage. Or as quick as you'd like. Rory going for them stairs. Needs purples really. And from here, mind you, they all need purples. Okay, that won't exactly hurt Rory's plans for building. Or is he going to go for it? Is he going to go for it? No, he's going to set it off now. I'll tell you what Anticitizen needs. Oh, he goes that way trying to use the garbage as a step. It's an 11-chain from RoryTheFiend. Not a lot Anticitizen could do against that. And Rory pulls ahead again by an extra point, and now front runs by 2. Oh, is there an all-clear opportunity? I don't think so. There might have been. Might have been. Oh, this is good stuff from... Oh! Try to catch him on the snipe. It didn't work. And look at this. 70 for 132. That is a massive amount of garbage. And again. Anticitizen claws one back. And the score is now 4-3 to RoryTheFiend. Well, life's a lottery, folks. Be lucky. So both players using their all-clear bonuses early. Very interesting from Rory trying to do GTR. Technique he is, I think, trying to learn. We've all built that way though, to be fair. Okay. And now the chain comes off. I'll tell you what, this is a lovely 7 chain. Mind you, not to be completely undone. Anticitizen sets his chain off in retaliation. Not enough to counter the waves of garbage, but a valiant effort nevertheless. Rory back to leading by 2. Much nicer for GTR is this. From Anticitizen. Oh, successful smite from RoryTheFiend there. I tell you what, I commend Anticitizen for being brave, continuing to build upwards. The garbage RNG and the next piece RNG might not be so fortuitous or generous in that way. Not on this occasion. And at last, in this game, Rory has the bonus point in his hands. He now leads by 3 as it's 6-3 to RoryTheFiend. I'll tell you something, this is pretty good stuff from Anticitizen. It's not allowing Rory to have it all his own way. Now then, GTR for Anticitizen, 3-1 stairs for RoryTheFiend. Depends on what the next phase is going to be. The conjugation with blues, now reds. All chains off now from... This is a big chain. This is a really big chain from Rory. It's a 12. Might not be the tail that he was looking at specifically, but it's still a dirty dozen. And that pretty much nails the bonus point for RoryTheFiend as he now front runs by 4. 7-3 now to score, as this will be the last game. And we have theme of Puyo Puyo from Puyo Puyo 15th anniversary. It's the theme song that closes us out for this game. Again, Rory so quick. Alright, 4 chain baits. And absolutely nothing for RoryTheFiend. So that cleans this game. This finishes this match, I should say. The game is done, and the final score is RoryTheFiend 7, Anticitizen 4. Alright then, it's another PuyoGB League round 21 game. This time 0 Niiro, or Niiro as he's better known as, against Strange Klug 17. It should be pretty interesting, all things considered.
Let's play together.
Let's get the old player score up, not the standing by. We don't want that. Get the timer ready. And let's rock and roll. So nice albatross opening immediately from Niiro. And a nice back-to-back T-spin double. Power 4 chain from... Lovely power 4 chain from Strange Klug 17. Keeping the pressure on. I'm not entirely sure if that's what Niiro wants to do. But he's got a T-spin double and he's through to his garbage hole. Nicely done there. Triple line clear followed by a Tetris, trying to mitigate as much of that damage as possible. It's just unfortunate that the minnows aren't really working for him, but he's managed to get that back-to-back Tetris. Now a 5 chain from Strange Klug 17. Pressure's now on for Niiro, and no answer unfortunately, and Strange Klug takes the first game. 1-0 now. Alright, into game 2. Ooh, Niiro looking for the DT cannon. He's got the base set up for the DT cannon, just needs the minnows now to carry it on, whereas obviously 3-1 stairs from Strange Klug is keeping everything in order. Oh, not very good minnows. Bag is being a bit of a cruel mistress. Power 4 into a 6. Not a lot that Niiro could do about that, actually, to be fair. The idea was right, the execution might have been a bit skewed, but the minnows, that bag was not being very helpful at all. Strange Klug now goes 2-0 up. Nothing there for the 10 minnow perfect clear either. I have a feeling it could be one of those games for Niiro, where Strange Klug 17 just using stairs to his advantage. Niiro just seating that minnow for the T-spin double. Oh, this is not a bad tail. Power 6 chain, 19 lines of garbage. Not a lot that Niiro could do about that. And the kill spike takes it away as Strange Klug goes 3-0 up. I wonder when Niiro decides to deploy the 4-wide strategy. Strategy he used so well against Wiz. But in the meanwhile, it's a 10 minnow perfect clear. It's been battered away with a 4 chain from Strange Klug. It's not too bad from Niiro, this actually. He's got the overhang for a T-spin double, which he seats that minnow in nicely. Two combo for 4 garbage. And again. Gets the T-spin double in, whereas Strange Klug starts using a little bit of garbage to continue chaining. Oh, this is great from Strange Klug 17. Oh, that's an awful lot of garbage. 3 lines still to go. That pushes Niiro to a top out. And Strange Klug now 4-0 up. Again. Niiro trying for the 10-minute perfect clear. Not going to get it on this occasion. Goes for the triple line clear instead. Slightly better minnows this time round to go for the T-spin double. Of course, Strange Klug has... Oh, that's a beautiful chain. They have a chain ready. It's a 7 chain. That's pretty much going to be curtains for Niiro, I'm afraid. And in a flash, Strange Klug is 5 to the good. Will Niiro change tactic? No, he's still happy to go for the 10-minute perfect clear, which he gets. Now he's going for the 4 wide. He's going to have the minnows to do it. Oh, this is good from Strange Klug 17. But it does give... As I say, it did give Niiro garbage to work with. Alright, now then, Niiro, what have you got? Strange Klug building merrily on a freestyle line, it must be said. Okay, into the T-spin double now. Niiro happily clearing away these lines. 80 for 11, 40 for 16, 60 for 35, 12 lines. And a top out. Enough to take Strange Klug 6-0. You would have to say that the bonus point for Strange Klug is very much in the bag. And we have a brilliant soundtrack now coming from the jukebox. T-spin single. Immediately from Niiro. I think maybe I should go and sleep. Only a 3 chain. Only 1 line of garbage was resolved from all of that, but it does give Niiro an overhang. That misdrop, however, not so much. But it does allow him to slide the S-piece in there, which he does so. Oh, power 4 into a power 5 into a 6. That's an awful lot of garbage. There's nothing that Niiro can do about that. And it's 7-0 now to Strange Klug. He is taking this game as far away from Niiro as possible. And now Niiro looks to go for the 4 wide. That is left facing. See that S-piece notch? Shows you where the 3 wide well is. Oh, that might be a bit dangerous. Alright, how much of this can... No, couldn't tank any of it. I was just going to say, how much of that could Niiro tank? The answer to that is, well, not really any of it. He may try that ploy again though. We do seem to have some lag issues. Interesting, we have a connection issue. Not sure what's going on. We'll keep the match going as is until it eventually completely disconnects. Mind you, this chain from Strange Klug is very good. It's a 6. It's 19 lines. Good counter dig from Niiro. Okay. All clear now from Strange Klug. He's got the momentum. But it was a good dig from Niiro. Oh, missed drop from Niiro. It was a good dig, but that's going to take it away. And I think that's pretty much it. It certainly is. So at the end of this round, Niiro 0, Strange Klug 17, 9.